Okay, let's go. Cecily Gaming once again. I don't know if anyone's gonna show up to this one. I don't think a lot of people care about this video game, but I care about. I like it. I think the game is cool. Let me just do this. Streaming. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Oh, I'm gonna put it on Twitter. Gonna put it on Twitter. Okay. How's everyone doing? Let's chat for a bit before we play the video game. The video game is fun, but the real video game was the friends we made along the way. That's what I believe in. Maybe I should change the title. I don't know. I like Depressed Novelist Simulator. That's what this game is. You shoot ghosts and flashlights on them. That's what you do. If you're a novelist, that's what you do for a living. Anyway, let's. I'm gonna check the audio for a bit. Maybe actually I should have the game on while I check the audio. I wonder if I should do that. I'm just gonna. That's actually okay. That's okay. That sounds good. That sounds good to me. Next, maybe. Turn it up a bit. Turn it up a bit. Turn it up a bit. Let's go. So what happened last time on Alan Wake? You guys remember what happened last time when Alan Wake won? Something fun happened. Actually, not much that happened. Not much happened. Like, well, our wife is missing, and let's see if I can. See if we can put it on here. Let's go. Okay. And I guess she's kidnapped, and we have to write a book. That's what this game is.
Help you folks? Name's Randolph. I'm the manager.
We're looking for Rose. Works as a waitress down at the diner.
Rose, sure. Nice girl. Who wants to know?
The voice acting in this game is so funny. I think that's why I get that deadly premonition vibes.
That Rose? She's a nice girl. Always pays her rent on time.
As I was saying, Al, I found all sorts of weird stuff from the local newspaper's archives. This place is crazy. Disappearances, mysterious deaths, urban legends come true, and get this, most of this stuff takes place around Cauldron Lake.
Well, you ain't wrong, mister. The Indians thought the lake was a doorway to the underworld. I'm the God-fearing type myself. I don't hold with that sort of thing.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, there was an island there owned by a guy called Thomas Zane. Now, some of the articles I found about him make him out to be a famous writer, but I ran a bunch of searches, couldn't find a single thing he wrote. Zane was heavily into diving, so much so that the place came to be called Diver's Isle. But the volcano under the lake erupted in 1970, and Zane went down with the island.
Okay. Nice exposition dump. Very smooth.
It gets better. A local girl, Barbara Jagger, drowned in Cauldron Lake just a week earlier. They were lovers.
Sure, Jagger's a local spook story. The Scratching Hag. Comes for you in the dark. Childish stuff like that.
Anyway, Al, I'm just getting to the best part. All of the articles about this stuff were written by Cynthia Weaver. I asked around, and she's that crazy bag lady you met.
What, the lamp lady?
Oh.
She can be a little loopy, but she's not homeless or anything.
Yeah,
She's the one who was
she knew both
manipulating the
Jagger and
girl.
Zane before they both died, and she had some kind of a breakdown.
And then she wrote articles about them? Then are those trustworthy? Where did you learn that she knew them before? Did she say them in those articles? Because that would be weird, right?
Well, mister, this here's
Or
Rose's
unless
trailer.
it's like a gonzo
Mind me
thing.
asking what you want with her?
We're just here to talk to her, pal.
Welcome to... Oh dear, Mr. Wake. I'm so glad you're here.
Rose, you have my manuscript?
Oh. Oh yes. Yes. Please, come in.
Hey, this is really good.
Rose,
Yes,
my manuscript. I really need it.
I understand. I know what you need. A muse to inspire you.
Oh, for Barry? She doesn't have anything.
Yeah, hey, Al? Al, what's... Oh...
Barry! What? What?
So dramatic.
It's coming for you, hiding in my barber's skin. I'm too weak to stop it. You must turn the lights on.
Oh, is that the writer?
I promised I'd come visit you and your lovely wife. You must finish what you started. I insist.
You must turn the lights on. Turn the light on.
Back to work, boy.
Turn the light on. Like the Tally Hall song? I can't remember the lyrics. I was singing otherwise.
I felt nauseous, hungover. Only anger kept me going.
Helen Wake.
I can't tell reality from dreaming.
Oh my god, it's
It seems
live
like I
action
have an
photos
imaginary
too.
editor to help me. She's an old woman in a funeral dress. I call her Barbara Jacker. She's very strict. I'm writing faster and faster. My manuscript is being heavily revised. The edits are getting very aggressive, and each day there's less of me and more of her. I hate it, but I know she's right.
Okay.
She promises me I can save Alice this way. She knows more of this than I do. About the complex incantation I'm attempting. About this place. She's worked with another writer under similar circumstances, Thomas Zane. The genre of the story seems to be shifting. It's turning into a horror story. I'm getting close. I can feel it.
Let's see. Medicare to hate. Can't really make out any of the other ones.
Rose took a day from me. I had less than 12 hours left to meet the kidnapper. All I could do was get Barry into the car, work something out once I got on the road. Barry was out of it. He was way too heavy to carry.
Have we talked to Rhodes?
You're right. I deserve more money. I'm so handsome.
My gun and flashlight were gone. I'd have to find a way to get Barry into the car as... Mr. Randolph liked Rose. That little smile she had. How she was still sweet when life had tried so hard to make her bitter. It wasn't any of his business what she did in her trailer. But those strangers, the writer and his smart-ass sidekick, looked like trouble. And they'd been in there for hours, way past her normal bedtime. He reached for the phone and called the sheriff's station. Quickly as possible. There was no time to waste.
Also, they called the police?
I just stepped outside to catch a breath of fresh air. Let me tell you, the weather's getting heavy. Nights like this make me especially glad I'm here talking to you and not home in bed. Once the weather takes a turn like this, I can't sleep at all. It's all tangled bed sheets and dark thoughts, punctuated by the occasional plunge into nightmare. Is it just me? Well, perhaps it is. But I hope I can make the night a little bit easier to get through. Caller, you're on KBF FM. What's on your mind, Walt?
Well, I ain't the way you are, but, well, I can't sleep either, you know? I just been staring out the window here, trying to make sense of it all, but, I ain't been drinking either, you know? I just...
Well, you sound like a man with a problem, Walt.
I had a, argument with Danny. You know Danny, and, then I got in trouble with the law, you know, and, I'm just, well...
I heard something like that, Walt.
Yeah, well, you know, Danny's my best friend, and, they let me out on bail today, and now I'm just alone here at the window, you know, waiting. Man, and there's something in the air tonight, man.
I was just outside looking up at the sky above our broadcast tower thinking the same thing. What are you waiting for, Walt?
Man, he's smooth.
I don't know. You know, something's gonna happen. You know, I think I better go.
Well, maybe...
No, thanks, Pat.
Well, good luck to you, Walt. Hang in there. Let's take a little break, folks. This weather's really something else, huh?
I love that guy. I love Pat. What the fuck kind of song is that? What? Oh my god, coffee. Is that the guy?
Oh, you're gonna get it now. God knows what you've done to that poor girl.
This is Agent Nightingale, FBI! Get him up, Hemingway! You're under arrest! You move a
Hemingway.
muscle, I'll load right in your goddamn face! Stay right where you are, Slade!
What is he shooting?
What are? I'm standing right here, you goddamn maniac!
I hated to leave Barry behind, but there was no way I'd miss my appointment with the kidnapper.
Give it up, Mr. Wake. Come on. Take it easy on him. Get after him. Don't let him get away. Move it. I'll have you shot if you let him get away.
Why they call so many cops just to capture one possibly rapist author? Like what? Isn't this a bit too much?
Stop running. Freeze. Okay, man.
I can barely run. This guy has such low stamina.
Oh, damn.
Is there a person up there? Oh, that's the cops. This game really feels like it's kind of should have been like an adventure game and not like a third-person shooter. Like there shouldn't be like you shouldn't have to like actually run away. It should be like a cutscene, but
He's gone. Come on, guys. We need to head him off.
For decades, the darkness that wore Barbara Jagger's skin slept fitfully in the dark place that was its home and prison. It was hungry and in pain.
what?
It dreamed of its nights of glory when the poet's writing had called it from the depths and given it a brief, terrible taste of power and freedom. The rock stars had stirred it from the deep sleep the poet had sunk it back to in the end. When it sensed the writer on the ferry, it opened its eyes.
So this darkness that has this like parasite in the woman, is like a force that feeds on artistic like creativity. I played this game before, but I only remember like the ending. I don't remember most of the story. I'm speculating here. Okay. Very cool. Like, give me your gun, guy. Okay.
Nightingale, over. What on earth is going on? My deputies tell me you fired at Wake and he didn't have a gun. You almost hit a civilian instead. Over. Sheriff, Wake's running. I'm giving chase. I don't have time for this. Well, make the time. Can't just go shooting at people in my town. Over. I'm a federal agent pursuing a fugitive. You want to discuss my methods, Sheriff? Make an appointment. Over. You stay right where you are, Agent Nightingale. I'm on my way. Out.
Come on, Alan. Run. Is there like a actual like beast?
This horror was everywhere I went, circling me. The cops didn't stand a chance. They were after a writer, not a monster.
Nice line, Alan. Jump, Alan, jump. Hey.
You on the ground. Hold it right there.
Oh.
There's
From
nowhere to run. Freeze!
Oh, it hit him.
This is James. Mulligan, Thornton, come in. Over. Thornton here. James, we got both Wheeler and Rose in custody. They didn't put up a fight or anything. Why, they were just... Hey, what you... Come on. Sit down and give me that. James, Mulligan here. Over. Go ahead, Mulligan. Over. We got Wheeler and Rose here. Wheeler's drunk or hopped up on something. Speaking of which, that Fed had a pretty distinctive whiff of Otis Scotch about him, if you know what I mean. Over. I don't have anything on that, Deputy Mulligan. Over.
Okay.
Well, whatever. Anyway, Rose is just being plain weird here. You better get Doc in to take a look at both. Over. Gotcha. You better get them here quickly. The Fed's gonna want to interview Wheeler. Over. Oh yeah, I'll bet he does. Looks like they have a lot in common. Mulligan out.
I could see the lights at the radio station in the distance.
Guess we gotta go that way.
I imagined that the broadcast tower in the distance was part of the local radio station. Maine seemed like a decent guy. Perhaps he could give me directions to the coal mine. Unnatural shadows clung to the gate. The darkness that was after me was trying to stop me. I wouldn't get through without a light. There was no power to the searchlight.
Coffee.
The old generator conked out. I'd have to see if I could fix it and try again.
What? Okay. Do I have to do that again? Oh, there's the flash. There's the flashlight.
It took me a moment to recognize the flashbang grenades. They were an ideal weapon for my situation.
Team 1, come in. Over. Team 1, this is Sheriff Breaker. Report. Over. Team 2, come in. I need a report. Over. Come on, guys. Talk to me. Come in, please. Over.
How do I throw the... Oh, oh, that has some radios.
And here's another call. You're on KBFFM with Pat Maine.
It's Milt Peabody, Pat.
What's on your mind, Milt?
Well, I live near the trailer park, Pat, and there's a big ruckus going on over there.
Well, that's just up the road from me, too. What's going on, do you know?
I don't know, but there's a bunch of police cars there, lots of sirens, a helicopter buzzing around, and I think I heard some gunshots.
Gunshots?
Yes, sir, like from a pistol. So can you find out what's going on? Because it's just next door and they're popping off guns there.
They're still shooting?
No, it was maybe 10, 15 minutes ago. It sounds serious, Pat. I'm telling you, it don't sound like no party.
I'm certainly going to give the station a call, Milt.
Okay.
You'll hear it here as soon as I hear from them.
Okay, thanks.
And then a music break. What? They do try to vary it up, splice it up. Oh shit. This is kind of more fun than shooting them. Is there anything in here? Okay, there's nothing in there. Yeah, this is kind of fun.
I hope Maine could lend me a car to get to the coal mine.
Why, hello, Lorna. What do you have for us?
Well, I just don't see why the cops bother with the trailer park.
What do you mean?
It's a trailer park. Of course you're going to have trouble in a place like that. I mean, what do you expect? The sheriff should be helping us normal citizens instead of wasting resources on those people.
Well,
Let the try to sort themselves out. I'm sorry, but my granddaddy settled in Bright Falls in 1911.
well, thank you very much for that compassionate viewpoint, Lorna.
He's so sarcastic. Is he the only one running this radio station? There's like no crew?
Oh, here's a little surprise. The famous writer Alan Wake just walked in. Folks, I'm going to see if I can talk him into an interview.
Come on in, Mr. Wake.
Oh, I'm so glad you could find the time to do this, Mr. Wake.
Nowhere to run now, Dan Brown. You back away from me. Don't hurt.
Whoa. Everyone calm down. Put the gun down. We're all friends here, right?
Cool your jets, Nightingale. We got him.
Judas Priest!
What the hell's the matter with you? There's a civilian in there.
What was the plan, Alan? What was the plan?
I'll get you yet, even if it kills me. You hear me? You hear me, H.P. Lovecraft?
I had fallen off so many cliffs. It
I
was
don't think he
ridiculous.
keeps scrolling
That's what you
writer
get for
names.
naming a book The Sudden Stop. It was probably good I hadn't had the chance to tell Maine where I was going. I'd have to lose the cops and find my own way to the mine.
Let's go, we got the gun. Shotgun ammo? I don't have a shotgun. Did I miss one? Can I come out here?
There was no sensible reason for the power company work lights to be here. It was almost as if they'd been left for someone like me to use.
Oh, here's the shotgun. Really? It didn't kill you? Oh, I'm dead. I think I'm dead. Can you guys all come in one place so I can do the thing?
Sarah trusted her gut, and her gut said Agent Nightingale was an asshole. He felt wrong, and it wasn't just the smell of stale booze. It was in the way he flashed his badge, pulled rank, the look in his eyes when he wanted answers. Where was Alan Wake? What was this about an accident? Where was his wife? And most importantly, why did she let Wake go? He wouldn't answer her questions. Federal business was all he'd say.
It's like they're preparing us for something, huh?
Hello?
The most stubborn man I've ever met.
Alice? Alice?
Alan, I'm so afraid. It keeps me in the dark. Please help me. I look at you, Alan, and it's not you. Something else. Looking out from behind your eyes.
Alice, I'm here.
I'm so alone here. It's all gonna go to hell. You need to be careful. Cooperate.
It's like someone like stitched together.
The
our
connection had
lines.
been terrible, but that wasn't the only thing that hadn't been right with the call. She sounded wrong somehow, but she had called me. The pipe wrenched itself loose from the bridge's steel framework. Wrapped in darkness, it floated in midair, twitching. For a moment, I didn't understand what I was looking at. The heavy object lurched at me with impossible force. I threw myself out of the way, but just barely. When I turned my flashlight on it, it shook in a dark rage before it flew at me again.
Did that happen to us?
I could see a railway bridge up ahead, and a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there.
She's gonna steal a car?
The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
What the fuck? It looked like a glitch. Oh, I'm dead.
And a warehouse of some sort on the opposite shore. I hoped I could find a car from there. The darkness that was pursuing me was growing stronger, and it was taking over everything in its path.
This is a little spooky, actually.
I slammed the door shut right in his smug face. He pleaded for me to open the door. True to form, the asshole actually thought I would obey. I had no sympathy left, no guilt either, not for him. I took a moment to savor the scream. I bet I had a smile on my face. It was all that I had time for. The dark presence was inside the lodge with me.
What?
As a teenager, just starting to get interested in writing, Stephen King had been a source of inspiration to me. I thought about all the inanimate objects that had come to life in his books. No one is safe in a good horror story. Certainly not the protagonist. That's what makes them fun. This was anything but. The darkness could possess anything, and it was getting closer.
They don't have any guns?
take the facts of our existence for granted, unaware that they are merely a thin veneer of desperate self-delusion, covering a vast cosmos of madness.
Oh, this is my favorite show.
All too often, the stars are right. In Night Springs. Tonight's episode, a family occasion. Journalist Alvin Derleth's trip to study the local customs of an insular community in Night Springs has been less than successful. Until tonight.
Well, I'm glad you changed your minds about this. Ancient customs, local mythology. My editor loves this kind of stuff.
Well, Mr. Derleth, we don't want to feel like we're on exhibition. But you have demonstrated the seriousness of your intent.
Oh, I am serious. Really, just do your thing. I'll stay out of your way and observe.
Actually, I thought you could assist us. I'm afraid we are a man short. It would provide you with an intimate perspective.
Could I really?
Of course, Mr. Derleth.
Well, I guess that's the least What would I have to do?
Oh, here. Let me show you with a kiss.
Okay.
What did you add?
Oh, Mr. Derleth, you have well pleased Nixie Perka, the dweller in flesh. Your body shall host his 1,000 young, and all shall be glory.
The reverb on that scream.
Shh, darling, be calm.
Alvin Derleth learned a harsh lesson. If you go looking for mythology, it may come looking for you. And such quests always bear fruit. In Night Springs.
That's it. I like the previous episode better. Yep. Oh shit! It friendly fires. Oh no, we're stuck. Okay, that thing just one shot too. Oh, that thing hit us. Oh no! Why is it going this way? Is it running away? Okay. Is that a fucking car?
I had never been this glad to see the sunrise. I had a couple of hours to get to the coal mine. The coal mine wasn't far now.
Is that the end? No.
Today,
Keeps going.
I would meet the kidnapper, and he would give me Alice. I wouldn't give him any other choice. A drowning man will clutch at a straw.
What the fuck? Is that possessed by the dark presence too? I just drop down?
This is Pat Main, and you're listening to KBF-FM. Folks, I want to apologize for kind of abandoning you to that looping music track last night, but I was detained. You see, I encountered a big shot G-man with an itchy trigger finger who could use a lesson in manners and a boot in the ass. Not necessarily in that order either. Now, folks, I know I'm not being very informative here, and I apologize for that. I really should just keep quiet, but I'm just so peeved right now, because some people just shouldn't be carrying badges. I'm just glad that our Sheriff Breaker was there to straighten things out. And if someone I met last night is listening, let me just say, I'm sorry if my mouth got you in trouble. I'm pretty sure you're not the bad guy here. Godspeed, son. I hope you know what you're doing. Now, on a lighter note, I'll be talking to Dr. Nelson all morning. But first, a little music.
Brad is a good guy. I think I'm supposed to go across that bridge. Oops, we gotta climb back up.
Welcome back to KBF FM. Hope you enjoyed that tune. Now, Doc, you were talking about life and finding that special someone, that soulmate.
Well, you were talking about that. I was saying I don't buy it.
Well, see, to me, that's strange, because I always pegged you as a hopeless romantic.
You got me there, Pat. But I think love's where you look for it. And you need to do a lot of looking, sure. But the idea that there's that one special person out there for you, and if you miss that chance, it's gone forever and you're forever incomplete. I mean, isn't that depressing? Or, heck, childish even? There's plenty of fish in the sea.
And apparently a fisherman has a fishing analogy for everything. But what you're saying, isn't that a little harsh?
Well, no. What I am saying is that your potential for finding that connection isn't limited to what's essentially a chance encounter. How is that harsh?
Yeah, well, I guess that's a nice thought, but let me say something personal here.
Okay.
Now, well, I don't disagree with you exactly, but I can't really fit that together with what I feel, what I felt for someone, because she was the one. She was. And I let her drift away from me. Maybe I didn't put in the work, I don't know, but, well, since then, and it was a long time ago, but since then, there hasn't been anyone, not like her. And I'm not saying I dwell on her or haven't moved on. I like my life. I'm not living in the past, but I do miss the way she completed me.
You can't argue with the heart, Pat.
I'm sorry, folks. I had kind of a scary experience last night, and let's just say it's shaken a few things loose.
Poor guy. I mean, I agree with the doctor, but I guess I agree with the doctor, but there's totally an argument to be made that I think it's almost like you gotta apply it to the extreme. It's the opposite. It's like it's not that there's one special person. It's that it's more like every relationship is a special, unique thing of its own, and you mourn for it. You grieve whenever any of them ends. And you will never be complete the way that one person did make you, but there are other people who will make you complete in other ways. And every time you lose that, you lose a special version of yourself that you are. I think that's it. And I think everyone you love, you have to love them. I mean, if you can, you gotta love everyone as if that's the first time you've ever loved someone. I think.
For Mott, spying on the writer on the ferry had been a disappointment. His boss had made Wake out to be something special, but Mott hadn't been impressed. He'd gotten a good long look at the wife, though, and he liked what he saw. Mott had fantasized about goading Wake into a fight, but it hadn't happened. Still, he'd get his chance to see if the writer had anything in him. He'd been promised as much.
Who?
I was early. I was supposed to meet the kidnapper at noon in the main building. The coal mine was quiet. It was a museum now. I didn't want to go outside. Cops had to be looking for me. The noon sun turned the place into a sauna. The day dragged on. Different scenarios ran through my mind. Ways of how I'd torture the kidnapper to get Alice back. Or the different horrible things he could have done to her. I imagined her dead. I had no way of knowing she was still alive. It was killing me. I was running on blind hope. It was all a waste of time. The bastard never showed up.
Maybe he was outside and you just didn't see him?
Wake! Where the hell are you? Change of plans. You know where Mirror Peak is? It's a big mountain north of where you are. You follow the path from the mine, you can't miss it. There's a lookout point there. I'll be waiting.
I'm through being jerked around
You
by
want
you.
to see your wife alive? Because if you do, you better watch what you say to me. Do we understand each other?
I want to talk to Alice.
Yeah, and I want the manuscript. Don't keep me waiting, Wake.
Hello? Hello! Ah! I'm gonna kill him! I had to get to Mirror Peak. It was close. Maybe closer than ever before.
Coffee.
When Thomas Zane fell for Barbara Jagger, it happened fast. She was young, vibrant, and beautiful, full of life. He had never been a very happy man, and without any seeming effort, she had changed all that. Zane felt good for the first time in his life. Everything she did was another piece of a jigsaw puzzle he hadn't even known he'd been missing. And best of all, she made the words flow, strong and sharp. She was his muse.
In case you didn't have the revolver, I guess. Can I? Oh, he's just staying there. Wait a minute, I gotta go grab this. You don't have to zoom in, huh? Yeah, you keep doing that. Oh, we gotta go in.
The only way to reach the hillside ahead was to go through the building. I had to find a way to avoid electrocution.
Why do I do that? Yeah, I see it. Nice. Fuck. Okay. I don't know how to like kill these throwing things. Okay. Let's just try running past them again. I take too much time trying to kill this thing. What? How did that hit me? Okay, fuckers. This time I'm killing every one of you. Oh, you're there. Alright. That was easier than I thought. Let's go. Okay. Coffee.
Some of the Taken retained echoes of their former selves, but these were just the nerve twitches of a dead thing. Nothing remained but a shell covered and filled with darkness. In most cases, these puppets were enough for the purposes of the Dark Presence. But for anything more elaborate, as with the writer, it was different. It needed his mind. And so rather than taking him over completely, it merely touched him.
How about I just get inside here?
There was no way the flashbang grenades were standard power company equipment.
I do like that he's pointing out, like, why are these things here? Both of these guys are heavy. Okay. Man, I'm playing fat people just take gunshots better.
I stared through the bars of the jail cell. Barry stood behind me, swaying on his feet, looking as ill as I felt. Agent Nightingale stood on the other side of the bars with Sheriff Breaker. Nightingale had a stack of manuscript pages in his hand. He seemed unhinged as he gloated. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent.
I can't tell if these manuscripts are like literally just like spoiling the story or if it's like a size. Some of it's just like a side story. I think it's what's literally about to happen, which means they're gonna arrest me probably after this chapter. Let's go, second ammo.
I had no real plan. I was going to give the kidnapper all the manuscript pages I had for Alice. If that wasn't enough, I'd hold him at gunpoint and make him talk.
Pump packs and shotgun. Ooh. Interesting. Nice. Can I turn it on? Oh.
The dark presence was moving ahead of me in the same direction I was going. A cold feeling settled itself in the pit of my stomach. Was it going for Alice?
The graveyard shift may cause cancer.
What? Can I just run?
The place was dead, a ghost town. Had been for decades, maybe a century.
Is that the dark's presence? Yeah, I guess. Can't get in.
Things were never as simple in real life as in fiction. I had lost count of the times I had wished there'd be a clear reason for my writer's block. Something to fight, something to lash out on. There wasn't. I was filled with doubt. I was nothing like the hero in my books. Alex Casey had gone through his life with single-minded determination, never wavering from his goal. Even now, I was angry at myself, angry at Alice, angry at Barry. I was fumbling and I had no plan.
Is there something here? Yeah, there's a coffee. Oh, you can only carry 20 batteries. Okay. I don't know what I just picked up. Why won't I kill it? Sometimes just staring at it works and sometimes it doesn't. What? I can't open the door. Yes, I can. Oh, that was why I took the key.
Anything outside of riding is a struggle. I feel ill. I managed to make my way downstairs. There's a shoebox filled with books and papers by Thomas Zane. It's very hard to focus, but I managed to read some of it. He's a poet, and a good one. He writes of muses and creators summoning fabulous things from a magic lake, using his powers to shape the world of a realm of gods and dreams and demons, dark things that wait for a chance to slip through, wearing the flesh of men as disguise. Zane writes about himself, his girlfriend being taken over by a dark presence, about growing scared of the lake. Zane believes it's a mirror to the gaping void of darkness above, where some Lovecraftian presence lurks. I crawl back upstairs. I'll borrow these things for my story. They ring true. They fit.
Guess we'll switch it out because we don't have ammo for the hunt shotgun.
The kidnapper had sent me a text. The message was full of spelling errors and insults. It was telling me to hurry up.
Birds.
Birds. Wake? Out. Can I shoot? I couldn't shoot the flare gun, it didn't let me. I have to reload, I guess. Why is there coffee here?
I'd have to make my way up this mine shaft in order to go on. Maybe the machinery could help me with that.
Oh, I was supposed to like lower the ladder, I think.
Lightning flashed behind the windows of Cauldron Lake Lodge. Tor Anderson laughed and held the steel hammer above his head. Nurse Sinclair was trying to calm him down without success. Tor grinned madly and shouted, "My hammer's up. Here's a friendly poke from Molnir, wench." He brought the hammer down with all his might on Sinclair's head. "We're on a comeback tour, baby."
Who are these people? Ooh, lucky.
Oh, great. Another cable car. Just great.
This is useful against them. Oh, they went away. See, if it falls down now, we can go down there. Okay, safe landing. Damn, that guy was one shot. Oh shit.
Shit.
Kind of wasted a flare gun shot because I didn't know I had it equipped. God damn it. Ouch. Ouch.
Maud had checked all of Stucky's rental cabins. There had been no sign of the wakes. It was dark when he'd found their car parked at the end of the road by Cauldron Lake. It made no sense. They must have taken a wrong turn, but there was no sign of them, and the car had been there for hours already. Frustrated, Mott stood on the rotten ruin of the footbridge that had once led to Diver's Isle before it sank beneath the waves years ago. The boss wouldn't be happy.
Oh, is this the way? You sure you want to go in here, Alan Wake? Talk to me on TV. Tom. CWTG. Thomas Jane and CW someone. Mr. Tom, did you write this? Question Thomas Jane. Okay. Okay, man, that was close. Oh yeah, this is not the one in the Game Awards. This is the first game.
There was a light near it. It had to be a boat.
This is Alan Wake 1 from 2010, I think. We're playing the first one first so we can play the second one.
I had to get there fast. I dreaded what I would find.
Apparently the second one is super good.
Hey, I'm here! I'm coming! Get away! Sorry. Please, leave. The boss didn't know who he was messing with. I didn't know. I swear, I didn't know. We don't have his wife. We don't know where she is. She's probably drowned. We just said we had her to make a play ball. You see? To get him writing for us.
Oh, they don't have his wife. Probably the spooky lady, right? These cutscenes are amazing. Top budget. So much budget. So this game is about this writer, this novelist, who is, I guess, haunted by this town. He came here for vacation, and now his wife got taken away by the dark presence, is what the game calls it, the dark presence. It's kind of a schlocky B-movie inspired story, I think. It's like a Twin Peaks thing. And I guess that's episode 3. It does sound like Silent Hill, yeah. I think it's very inspired by Silent Hill.
Previously on Alan Wake, I'm hunted by the law.
Sheriff, Wake's running.
Great first line. I'm haunted by the law.
Me that writer just took out my deputies.
A thriller I supposedly wrote is coming true.
Yeah, so
the genre of the story seems to be shifting.
So
it's turning into a horror story.
He's trying to write this book in the. I guess he's trying to write the book, and the book is coming true in the. And I can't tell if it's like he's haunted by the town and he's predicting the future, or if what he's writing is coming true and haunting him back.
There you go, Alan.
Hartman, I fell.
I had to give you a sedative. Don't fight it. You went through another rough period.
What?
Right now it's
I think this game is kind of a horror game, but it's more of a thriller. I heard the second game is way more of a horror game.
For a while now. The shock of your wife's death triggered a mental illness.
No, you're lying.
You're suffering from various symptoms of undifferentiated schizophrenia.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
So yeah, the idea is that the book he's writing is like coming true. And I guess there was like I think the story is interesting.
Whatever Hartman had bumped in me was making me numb. I felt like this was happening to someone else. Someone I was watching on television. I couldn't think. Couldn't focus.
I like the story. I like the idea of
sheets of paper here. No manuscript pages.
there's a lot of kind of ideas in the story, like the idea of
I was a prisoner here.
oh, that's this guy.
Good evening, Alan. Are we feeling better now? Feeling calm?
Yeah. I see you brought your pet gorilla with you. So sure, I'm calm. I get the message. Loud and clear.
Quite right. That's the spirit. You're being very brave, Alan. I understand you're confused. I would be more concerned if you weren't suspicious of me. I don't blame you for it.
Big of you.
Now, why don't you come with me? We'll reacquaint you with my clinic and go over everything you might have forgotten. Little walk and some fresh air? Yes, it will do you good.
Where did the guy go?
This corridor is for patients. Most of them aren't here right now. Jack took them out for a fishing trip, except for the ones who are particularly vulnerable, of course. I encourage creativity as a part of the recovery process here at Cauldron Lake Lodge. I specialize
Yeah,
in
so this
training
guy is like
I bet you do.
this guy is like a doctor who I guess deals with artists with mental illnesses. And Alan doesn't like him, obviously. But there's a lot of themes about creativity and making art as a way to cope, making art as a way to kind of deal with kind of depression, writer's block, that kind of thing. I like the story. I played this game like in 2011, I think, like 10 years ago. And I like the story.
Alice is dead.
No.
You're in a very vulnerable state until you understand and accept this. Alice drowned, and you couldn't face that. You're suffering from hallucinations, paranoid delusions, unusual thinking, an obsession about light and darkness, a feeling that everything revolves around you, your thoughts and dreams.
So I think that's
Your
like.
mind has constructed an elaborate fantasy scenario.
So I think this is kind of when you're playing through this game at this point. This is what you kind of think. This is like, oh, he's in like a mental asylum and he's fantasizing everything.
Shot, so I went along with it. He had to be lying. But under the
But I
drug
don't
he
think
gave
that's
me,
true. I think he's
not to
probably
believe his
not
words.
nuts.
It's all in your head. You've been making it up. Apart from the tragic accident with your wife, no one has been killed.
The thing about this game is that it feels like doesn't feel like a third-person shooter story. Like the gameplay is you shoot basically shoot zombies. That's kind of the gameplay. But the story feels more like an art house movie or like a B movie. Not like a really well made art house movie. It's more like a low budget movie. Or like a visual novel, like this plot to a visual novel kind of. And it came out in 2010. This is an old game, old ass game. I don't. I'm surprised they even made a sequel to it. I think the writers are very passionate about this universe.
I thought I could make out the spot where Diver's Isle had been.
So I think the backstory to how they made Alan Wake, like an art house movie, like a fancy, kind of experimental kind of movie.
Well, no matter. This way.
So the backstory to how they made it is the developers of this game is Remedy, which is who made the Max Payne games.
Not surprising considering your profession.
So they made Max Payne 1 and 2. They didn't make 3. 3 is the popular one, but they didn't make 3. Rockstar made Max Payne 3. Like fans of the series don't consider Max Payne 3 to be like canon because the original creators didn't make it. It has nothing to do with the original games.
His words echoed madly inside my head.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about what this guy is saying. They made Max Payne 1 and 2, which I haven't played, but apparently it's a kind of a weird comedy meta story.
Let's go inside.
And then they lost the IP to Max Payne. So I think they made Alan Wake as like a new story that would like as kind of a new beginning. And I don't think it did too well. I don't think this game sold very well.
It's wonderful stuff.
Pretty damn wonderful, yeah.
Yeah, and also so Alan Wake, this guy is an author, and the protagonist of his books are very obviously supposed to be Max Payne, but they can't call him Max Payne because they don't have the IP. That's very funny. I think so. After Alan Wake, they made Control. They made Control, which takes place in the same universe apparently. So we're gonna play that one too. I've never played that one. When the Alan Wake Control and Alan Wake 2, they all take place in the same universe. I think they're trying to do like a cinematic universe. It's very funny.
Of course, but it does involve some small creative effort, which makes him receptive to my therapeutic methods.
It's trash. He's just card making video games trash. That's fucking hilarious.
Now, you might have noticed the typewriter in your room. You've been writing as a part of the therapy. As soon as you feel up to it, you should continue.
Oh. Read? They also read. Oh. Engagement therapy trademark and its system method, the flow, trademark. Work best when you are actively engaged in shaping them. Oh, okay.
My rheumatism's killing me. There's a storm coming. Oh, what a storm.
I hope it wipes this place off the face of the earth.
And these two are the Anderson brothers, Odin and Thor.
Nice
They had
brains.
how should I put this? A heavy metal band in the 70s and 80s called Old Gods of Asgard. They even adopted new first names to complete the image of Viking gods. After the band broke up, they lived on a farm nearby. They are, well, in advanced stages of dementia. They're well cared for, TLC and all that. There's nothing more that can be done. I'm afraid that the rock and roll lifestyle has left its mark.
Oh, yeah, we have some graphical glitches sometimes. I don't know why.
Now, Alan, the power has been acting up. I'd better go check on it. We'll continue this soon. Meanwhile, when you feel up to it, return to your room and try to write. It really is for the best. Don't you think?
Yeah.
I'd like to bash his head in with a hammer.
It's very.
Oh, he'd love to fish out our secrets,
This is
but
very
he
funny.
has no clue. He's not crazy enough. Not crazy like us, Sonny. Yeah! Being crazy's a requirement, Sonny. Who else could understand the world when it's like this?
Well, I think the idea is that that doctor is a quack.
That's the sanest thing I've heard in a while.
Zane, you're all right, Tom. Hey, we like him, don't we, bro?
So Zane is the name of the writer who used to live in this town, I think, and he's implied to have gone through the same thing.
All you need to know to get your head right. You need to find the message.
Here, Sonny, here's something for you. Gave me a rash, but I kept it safe from these bastards.
Okay.
Zane could feel the poems, taking form, shaping things. As he experimented, he imagined he could almost feel the power surging through the keys of the typewriter. It exhilarated him. But there was fear, too. If not for his young assistant, Emil, he would have given it up. But Emil convinced him otherwise. He, too, had a way with words.
See, we keep finding these manuscripts. Which it's just, I think, supposed to be the book that he's writing.
It was clearing up.
I think there are 6 episodes, so we're probably gonna do finish episode 4 and then beat the game next stream.
The Andersons made more sense.
And I think there's a the DLCs that complete the story. Oh, that's this coffee.
Well, he's the boss.
I may need a hand here later on, Birch. The storm's bound to make you-know-who jumpy. You know how they get.
Something's wrong.
Gotcha.
I'm not myself. It's hard to think that there's a shadow inside my head. I can only focus on writing. Everything else is a blur. I'm trapped in this cabin. Have been for days, but it's always...
It keeps showing us this live action footage.
I saw her again. She's not human. It's not human. A dark presence is wearing the old woman's face. She was covered in clinging shadows. There's a hole in her chest where her heart should be.
Wow.
I think I've made a horrible mistake. I don't think I'm any closer to saving Alice. It's been lying to me, using me to get the story it wants, and the story will come true.
So that we have like amnesia. So for like 1 week we were like blacked out.
Maybe that was the reason for the
And I think that's showing us when our lost memories when we were writing the book.
Wake, why don't you humor Dr. Hartman and give the writing a shot, huh? The typewriter's in your room. You can get to your room by those stairs, Wake.
I'm upstairs.
The white glare of the blank page in front of me hurt my eyes. My hands began to shake uncontrollably.
Everybody calm down. Put that down.
Wake, you stay here. I'm gonna go see what's up. You just keep doing what you're doing. Be cool, okay?
I didn't know what the chaos was all about, but it could be my only chance of getting out of here.
I don't know.
Here's a friendly poke from Mjolnir, wench. Oh, afraid of the...
Hartman kept talking, giving Barry the grand tour, clearly proud of the place. He went on and on about his hunting trophies, and Barry was impressed. But he was here on business. He raised his voice, cut through the monologue. Hey, Hartman, where's Al? Hartman stopped in mid-sentence, annoyed at the interruption. He nodded at the hulking orderly standing nearby. The man smiled and clapped a practiced hand on Barry's shoulder.
Crazy brothers, are ya? Not so weak now, are we?
Sinclair looked bad. That wasn't a love tap. The crazy old fart hit her hard. If she was one of Hartman's goons, she had it coming. I could get the key to the office wing from Sinclair.
It's my storm. I'm taking it.
Oh man, she's dead.
I had to get to Hartman's office. He'd taken all my manuscript pages. That's where he'd been keeping them.
What do you want the manuscripts?
Let me out of here! Hartman, do you hear me? I'm gonna sue your crazy quack ass to shreds! Seriously, do you have any idea how much trouble you're in? I am famous. I represent a celebrity. They'll be looking for me.
So I think this is our friend.
Ow! About time.
Alan Wake.
Man,
The international bestseller.
need to get to Hartman's office.
It's right next door.
You okay?
Yeah. I mean, no.
Let me get the
Found me
coffee.
at Rose's trailer, but they didn't hassle me too much. I'm obviously a victim in this, and I demanded to be treated as such. Or else I'd sue their asses. Speaking of asses, that Fed gave me a real hard time, but I had no clue where you were. That guy's crazy out. But he let me go, and then I get a call from Hartman, that son of a bitch, who tells me you're here, and I should come pick you up, but when I got here, 2 goons clobbered me and stuck me in there.
What's with the cutout?
I stole it from the diner to piss off Rose after what she did to us. That'll teach her.
You carried it all the way here.
Come on, pal, we gotta get going.
This is so fucking funny. Oh, he's got a
These were
gun.
all the pages I had on me. And more.
Alan, please. You're sliding back into the...
Tell me one more lie and I'll shoot you in the face.
Ah, well, it was worth a shot. Really, Wake, come on. Let's work together on this. You have no idea...
Hartman, shut up! Barry, get out of here. I'll catch up with you. Get a car.
Oh, Al, let's just...
Go!
Wake, listen to me. This is a mistake. Don't you see?
Oh, so he knows about the his thing. Did he smirk?
Presence would be on me in a moment. I had to find a way out.
Keep calling it the dark presence. It's so funny. Oh, the dark thing is approaching. That's pretty cool. That is so behind.
I needed light to get the possessed bookshelves out of my way.
Oops.
Hartman knew he was no creator. He had no ambitions on that front. And he certainly didn't want to end up like every artist he had worked with here, damaged in ways that were hard to describe, or worse. It was enough for Hartman to maintain creative control and provide direction, to be a producer. That was what most of these people were in need of anyway. Of course, suitable subjects were few and far in between. Hartman followed the fall of Alan Wake with his binoculars. When the rider hit the water, he ordered Jack to take the boat to him. The spot was easy to see in the dark, even with all the extra lights in the boat. The flare floated and kept burning even in the water. Jack turned the radio louder as the engine sputtered. The music was rough and clanking, something the Anderson brothers would no doubt have enjoyed. But Hartman chose to ignore it. Wake was finally within his reach.
Oh, he always wanted to get to Wake, huh? Oh, I have to make it break the door.
I'm here! I found the car, but the gate's locked. You're gonna have to go through the hedge maze over there.
Barry, I don't have a light.
Take this, Al! Oh, God! Look at the house, Al!
Oh shit, dead end. Of course you have to go to the hedge maze. I hate this. I hate the hedge maze.
I stared at the Viking paraphernalia that littered the area, surrounding an unlikely centerpiece. A full-side stage complete with an impressive sound system with all the trimmings, including a dragon. It took a special kind of crazy to build something like this in a remote field. When the sky split open with a deafening boom and the music started blasting, it felt strangely appropriate.
Okay. Hello. Oh shit. Well, we are running out of ammo. Well, at least we got a manuscript.
Hartman hurried down the corridor. He had disliked leaving Wake when he was surely at his most susceptible to therapy. But this was not an ordinary storm. Wake had been writing, and he had woken something up in the depths of the lake. Now, it was coming for him. Hartman had naturally prepared for a situation like this. The idiot brothers would keep Wake distracted while Hartman double-checked everything, just to be sure.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting a Discord ping. Okay.
On the channel, we'll turn it off. We don't want any fighting. It makes people sad. You get 2 pounds in the morning, and then you'll be nice and calm all day long. You get 4 in the evening.
Ouch. Will you die? Damn, he took like 12 shots. Give me the coffee. Did we lose the birds? Oh, we got a shotgun. Rock and roll, okay. My least favorite thing about this game is that he keeps running out of stamina, so he can't run. Will you please run? Oh.
For the moment, Barry was just glad he had survived the fall. He had been separated from Al, and there was no easy way to climb back up. He told himself he'd be okay in the gloomy forest at night. He would just have to wait for a while for Al to find his way down. Barry turned when he heard the heavy footsteps and saw the movement. The man-shaped shadow lunged at him from the bushes, an axe held high. Barry screamed and threw up his hand. The world exploded.
Okay. I really do think this game should not have been a third-person shooter because the third-person shooting part of the game is not that fun. Like they do their best to like make it varied, but it really should have been like an adventure game, I think.
You're alive! Let's get out of here. Can you open this gate?
Maybe.
Barry.
Well, I slammed it shut when the nasty showed up, and the key fits kind of loose in the lock, so, I'll find it! Don't worry about it!
Shit.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on!
Oh, we're dead.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! It's gotta be here! Just hang on now! Oh, hey! Found a corner! I found it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig! Here it is! Al, I found the key!
Oh, we were so close.
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it!
How are you coming close so soon? And how did that guy do so much damage?
Hurry up, Barry!
I'm on it! I'm on it! Ah, no, wait, that's a twig!
Okay.
Al, I found the key!
Okay. He
Tell me we're
he
headed for
brought the
nearest
thing.
"You're now
He
leaving
brought the
Bright
statue.
Falls. Come back soon" sign.
We're going to the Anderson farm.
I knew you were gonna say something like that. You know what? You owe me big time for this. When this is through, if we make it, I don't care what anybody says, I'm done with darkness. You're gonna buy me a tanning bed as a gift, and I'm gonna live in it.
Why are we going to the farm again? Why are we doing that?
I'm crazy, but that's fine, Barry.
Oh, you got that right, Al. You're barking mad. You are by far the craziest.
But maybe that's inevitable when you deal with crazy stuff like this. It helps. This is happening, Barry. Alice, they never had Alice. She's trapped in the darkness at the bottom of the lake, but she's not dead.
Al, how can you know that?
I know, Barry. I can...
Al,
No, listen. I can bring her back. I can find her. There's something special about this place. The lake, it does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. But there's a catch. The dark presence, whatever that thing is, twists it to its own ends. That's why all of this is happening. It's using my manuscript to take over everything.
Al, I believe you.
It happened to Thomas Zane before, it happened to the Andersons.
I believe you. Crazy or not, you're not delusional. Weird shit's going down. That's a fact. I'm on board, man. I'm with you.
The Andersons knew about it, but they were too far gone to tell me with all the drugs they were on. But they wrote it down. There's a message somewhere at their farm, Barry. You just need to find it.
Look out!
Get out.
God damn it, Al, talk to me!
I had lost my gun in the crash. Barry was nowhere to be seen.
Barry! Barry!
Oh, man, you're okay! Jeez, it's good to hear your voice! I was trying to get out of the car, but the ground gave way. Man, what a drop! Don't worry, your cutout is fine.
Forget that! Are you okay?
I hit some bushes, didn't get a scratch. There's no way you can climb down, though. It's like a sheer wall. Ah, Al, there's something moving down here!
Barry, it's a taken! Use a flare, Barry!
Oh, yeah!
Now you know that they're called the Taken.
I'm good, Al. I'm great. Guess you never messed with anyone from New York City before. Find your way around to the phone,
What?
Al. I'll be waiting.
Is there two of you? Oh, we were right at the farm. Okay.
Al, I'm not staying here. It's suicide. I'm going to the farm. I'm gonna go ahead and secure the area. You can catch up. Don't worry about it. I'm on the case.
Now he's Rambo. This would turn into a disaster if I didn't catch up with Barry.
Oh. Think they're gonna try to kill me? Oh, it's just a manuscript.
When he stopped the car at the Anderson farm, Walter felt relieved. Oblivion was close at hand. The brothers wouldn't miss a jar of moonshine or two in the booby hatch. But then he saw the man on the porch, and he knew who it was. Driving for his life and knowing it was useless, he didn't realize he was crying until he couldn't see the road for the tears.
I dodged that. Yeah, I'm not sure what you're supposed to do when you have no weapons against each other.
Shadows crawled over the gate. I needed a light to destroy them to get through. Agent Nightingale stared at the passed-out rider. The man was sleeping off one hell of a night. Nightingale felt a stab of envy at Wake's oblivion, but he had a job to do. He put the gun to Wake's head and almost became a murderer. His hand shook and his throat felt tight and dry. Biting his teeth, he tried again to pull the trigger. He lost the nerve. Wake stirred. Nightingale would have to settle for an arrest.
Yeah. Oh. Oh no. Will you study?
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Dead. Not sure what you're supposed to fucking do without any guns.
In the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
I want to do this? No. Okay, if we go here, they won't be able to catch up. No!
I could sense the movement in the woods ahead. Facing the enemy without a weapon was dangerous, but I had no choice.
That's enthralling gameplay.
Omega-3 fatty acids are good for your heart.
Oh, they just disappear when you reach a checkpoint.
A car was driving away from the farm, headed in the same general direction as I was. For all I knew, it was Barry, caught in the consequences of leaping before looking.
Heavy duty flashlight.
The car was heading for the cabin up ahead. It wasn't far. If it was Barry, I would see the damage soon.
Oh, it's longer, I think. That's more juice. What?
I'm trying to deliver each page to the right time and place. I'm trying to show you how the story goes.
I had seen glimpses of the light before. I had seen it in my dream. It was a strange spaceman or a diver in a bulky suit. He was the one who'd been placing the pages on my path. The dark presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. But it was still bound to follow the story and chain to the dark place it came from. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Okay. Is that the cabin? No, that's an abandoned building of some sorts.
The storm raged on as the Anderson brothers walked unsteadily away from the clinic with the other patients in tow, knowing that this time they wouldn't return. The darkness around them seethed with horrors, but Tor and Odin were unafraid. Their eyes glinted with guile. They knew every secret path, and there was blood on their hands. They had fought these shades before.
Gone?
Someone had left a gun behind. Now I had a fighting chance of reaching the farm.
We can fill with darkness. Nice. Yeah, come over here, guys.
I could see the car, but there was no sight of the driver.
Hello? Anybody here? Barry!
No! Danny, you're not! Ah! Please! Ah! What are you? Ah! No! Don't! I'm sorry! Ah! Ah!
The front door was locked.
Very fun.
I know you. You were in jail the other day.
I went to the farm again for the moonshine, you know? It makes you see. They're not gonna miss it. They're in the loony bin. But my buddy, Danny, I lost him. Something's gone wrong with him. It's not him. Like a real bad follow-up to a real good movie. The best friend's suddenly the bad guy.
True.
Who wrote this crap anyway?
I've run through every possible course in my head. If I continue like the Dark Presence wants me to, the story I'm writing won't save Alice. It's a horror story, and it's going to kill her, and me, and everybody in this town. No one will survive. Darkness will consume everything. This is what it's wanted all along. It will be free, unstoppable. It used Alice to get to me, dangled her in front of me to keep me going. It was never going to release her. I'm going to change this. I'll escape. I've written myself into the story. I'm now the protagonist. This feels like a terrible risk, but it's the only way to save Alice. I'll be bound by the events of the story just as much as anyone else who's been woven into it. The story must stay true for this to work. There have to be victims along the way, near escapes, cliffhangers. In a horror story, it can't be certain that the hero will succeed or even survive. He almost has to die. I'll write my own escape into the story next. I need help. Zane's going to be the one who'll help me. I'll make it happen.
Let me guess. Danny, huh? The farm was still a good distance away. I'd need a car to get there fast.
Oh, no driving section?
If Barry wasn't up here, he was probably in trouble down at the farm. For a moment, I felt bad for doubting him. After all, I made it this far myself. But Barry was Barry.
Ooh, they give me a boost.
I'd known the brothers used to be some kind of rock stars, but it hadn't really sunk in until I saw the stage.
Ow! Run! Incoming! There's too many of them!
God damn!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to
Okay.
fight 'em off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, ow! Did you notice there's a lot of ammo stuff around? This place is stopped! Hold on! I'm trying to get the stage lights on! Here we go! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Oh, damn it! I jammed through the sentry wiring! I'll get them working again, I promise!
What ammo? Oh, with that.
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight 'em off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out!
I'm so glad you decided to go it alone, Mr. Johnson.
Shut up and shoot! Ow! We have to fight 'em off! I can set off more of the fireworks from here and help you out! Hey, ow! Notice there's a lot of ammo and stuff around? This place is... Ow! Hold on! I'll try to get the stage lights on! Barry Wheeler to the rescue! Oh, damn it! I'll get them working again, I promise!
This is kind of a cool set piece. Oh man, this lantern is awesome. Oh, they just disappeared. Oh damn. Yeah, that was a cool like musical set piece.
That was awesome! Bright Falls, rock and roll capital of America.
Hey, Al! This way to the farm!
I hope we get to keep the lantern for the rest of the fucking game. This is
See,
really good.
bestseller, no reason to worry. Your cutout's good as new, right where I left it. I'll come back for it once we have the place secured.
Yeah, that's been my biggest worry all this time. We need to get this thing moved out of the way.
This is as far as I got before they ambushed me. Hey, I think Alan Wake here has something to say. What's that, Al?
Oh, I'm Alan Wake. I'm always right about everything. And if I don't get my way, I'll sulk all day long. I'm always intense and moody. It makes me very attractive and mysterious. Right now, I'm just standing here because I need my best friend Barry to carry me. But that's okay. I can just take him for granted.
I think I see what you did there.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
You want me to do my imitation of Barry Wheeler? No? Thought so.
Wow! You look at that thing, Al! They really went all out with this Viking crap, didn't they? Look at all this stuff. They...
Sleep.
It's nice springs.
Oh, Night Springs. Man, brings back memories. Hey, remember when I got you that gig? Your first real writing job. What got you started? Was this one of your episodes?
Oh, he used to write for it. That's why they're showing us.
Tonight's episode. The Dream of Dreams.
That's by someone else.
We join Mr. Jones as he explores the endless dreamscape, only to be brought to a sudden stop by a decidedly mundane situation. A long line of people.
A long line of people.
We're gonna have to wait until His Highness over there is good and ready. Oh wow, who's that? You don't know him? What are you?
Yeah, it's Twilight Zone.
He's the guy dreaming us. Well, not just us. He dreams everything. All of this.
But wait, no. I'm the one who's dreaming. I'm asleep. Isn't this my dream?
Oh, yeah. Sure. Get real, pal. You're just another dream. I'm a dream. You're a dream. The weirdo in the diving suit is a dream. And the girl made of smiles and sunshine is definitely a dream.
But I'm pretty sure I'm dreaming this.
Well, maybe you're a really confused dream. What am I, a shrink? All I know is I'm going with the smart guys. And they say that's the guy doing the dreaming. Right there.
I don't know what that means.
It means we keep him happy. No sudden falls. We make sure he has his clothes on when he goes out in public. No chases where the monster is nipping at his heels and he runs like crazy, but his legs don't seem to get him anywhere. None of that. Because if he wakes up in a cold sweat... Yeah, precisely. So we wait till he wants to move on. Keep things nice and calm.
Hey, something's happening here.
Yeah? What's that?
What? Can't you hear that?
Oh, God help us. It's an alarm clock. Oh, it's you, isn't it? Please, man, I got a wife and kids. Please don't wait.
Oh, that was a cool episode. I think I like the first one the most so far. The first one was about like the what do you call it? The many worlds theory. Is there something? Oh, it's a manuscript.
It's 1976. Madness reigns at the Anderson farm. Contrary to all logic, the headiest ingredient of their moonshine is unfiltered water from Cauldron Lake. The Andersons feel like gods. Odin can't stop laughing. He contemplates cutting his eye out. Tor runs across the field, naked, shrieking, hammer in his hand, trying to catch lightning. Their songs have power. Something ancient is stirring in the depths, coming back. The Viking boat looked imposing, almost like a battering ram.
This book is sort of all over the place. Ragnarok tour, nice. That's good. +2, +2. Oh. Yeah, bad guy. You okay, Barry? You have a gun? Oh, it's one of these invisible guys. Oh, there's coffee.
I think we can make it through here, Al!
Oh. Dead. Okay.
Wow! Those geezers had quite a production going on. Ooh, you know what, Al? If we make it through this alive, I'm gonna start representing them. Yep, sell this stuff online, maybe get a reality show going, release a new single.
Good luck with that, pal.
Hey, you find us a way out of here, okay? I'm gonna take a closer look at this stuff.
The door was barred from the other side. I'd have to find another way.
Be careful, Al! Whoa! You okay, Al?
I'm good. Keep your eyes open, okay?
Man, I hope this chapter ends soon because I gotta stop streaming soon.
As you regular listeners know, I tend to work through the night, but I'm not the only one. Deputies Mulligan and Thornton are taking a couple of moments off their busy schedule to join me here in the studio. Boys, how busy are you now? Deerfest is almost here, isn't it? I bet that keeps you in business.
Pretty busy, yeah. Actually, Pat, we've been real busy with other stuff. Which concerns an ongoing investigation. We can't talk about that, Thornton. I wasn't gonna say anything. I was just saying we got, other irons to fry.
And how would you compare your workload to last year's? Things have seemed relatively peaceful to me, but people do tend to get a little wild this time of year.
Oh, it's wild, Pat. It's pretty wild. There's been all sorts of trouble this year. Vandalism, fighting, public disturbances. A lot of people gone missing, too.
Yeah, it's pretty much the usual stuff, Pat. Just, a lot more of it.
Now, is it just me, or does Deerfest get wilder every year? People seem to be more drunk, at least, or they start earlier and younger.
Oh, it's definitely not just you, Pat, but...
Definitely, Pat.
Hey, I'm talking here, Thornton. Oh, shoot, I lost my train of thought.
Not just me.
Oh, yeah, it's wilder, Pat, but actually most of the trouble seems to be coming from grown men. People who ought to know better, Kids are doing fine this year.
Well, that's nice to hear at least. Boys, I want to thank you for stopping by. I'll let you get back to your patrol.
Sure thing, Pat.
Yeah, sure thing, Pat.
I could see the building that had to be the Andersons' home on the other side of the field. It wasn't far now. I wasn't worried about trusting the ramblings of two burned-out geriatric wrecks. They had the goods.
I don't think shooting is gonna do much. Are there? Damn. There's nothing in here. Oh, it's this way. Oh, we have to open the door? Why do we open the door? Oh, this is not, that's ladder. That you know how there was a discourse on Twitter about how like that people put yellow paint over ladders in video games so people can see, and then people are like, man, they think gamers are so stupid. It's like, no, it's because if it's sometimes you can't see ladders like that.
Al? Is that you out there, buddy?
Yeah, it's me. Hang on.
Yeah, like I completely did not see that ladder because it's so dark. Like, how are you supposed to see that? Oh, let's go. I guess we go through this way. Oh. Okay, man. Man, Alan is a Chad.
I think that's the farm on the other side of the field. We're almost there. This farm is a crazy place for crazy people.
We should feel right at home then.
And Hartman?
Come on, one more gate. Let's do this thing. The lights are out. Guess we better check the fuse box.
The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box. The power downstairs was out, but I was sure I could fix that at the fuse box.
Man, 2 coffees in this house.
You know, this place looks kind of lived in. I thought the Andersons were in the booby hatch.
I heard footsteps.
Again, Alice's screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy drunken dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Was that? We didn't see anything like that. I think a lot of those manuscript scripts are just like, it's basically spoilers for what's about to happen in the story. This is an interesting way of telling a game story.
Can you hear that, Al? music?
Of course. We need to find where it's coming from. That's the message the Andersons talked about. That's the whole reason we're here.
Lady of the Light? Oh, that's gotta be, what's her face? The crazy lamp lady from the town.
Cynthia Weaver.
Right.
Oh, Cynthia Weaver, that's CW. We found the basement earlier with her initials in it. But
Okay.
We need to find Cynthia Weaver. We'll stay here for the night and head back to town as soon as it gets light.
Hey, Al. Lots of hours before dawn. Might as well get some rest. And by rest, I mean drunk.
Come on, Barry, this is... Yeah, what the hell?
No, seriously, because I know we don't get along, but we're gonna find her, right? Even though you're a crazy bastard, I'm gonna stick by you, no matter what, ever, Al. Sure, like a brother.
I'm a writer, goddammit.
Correct.
If I just wanted to,
That-
I could write 10 books a year.
That voice
and they'd
acting.
be the best books that year.
No, you couldn't.
Why is he
That's
talking
right,
like
I
that?
couldn't, but I could, because I'm a writer.
This is me, by the way.
What are they
I could
doing
write
this
10
stuff?
books in a year.
I feel like my brain is coming out of my nose. I'm gonna get the recipe off those coots and be a booze millionaire.
A billionaire, as you can
I
say.
just want her here with me.
I know, Al. I know. It's gonna be okay. We're gonna make it okay.
What the fucking cutout. Yeah, I was gonna write a book for NaNoWriMo. I think I'm a bit too late now. I did write this like a short version of the book, but not the full story. Why does it keep showing us the cutout? What? What? What's the cutout's endgame? What's its endgame? We're not done? I really gotta go, but oh, wow, whoa. It's like first person now. Oh, this must be what the manuscript was talking about.
It's all right. I'm coming.
It was a crazy drunken dream, and yet it was more than that. It was the truth, a suppressed memory unearthed by the Andersons' moonshine. I was there, an out-of-body observer. This was the night Alice and I had arrived at Bright Falls, the night Alice had disappeared. I had a chance to find out what had happened. I remembered being surprised to see the cabin dark. Alice would have never turned the lights off.
Alice!
Yeah,
I
then
remember
we
thinking, I caught a glimpse of her form underwater, sinking into the darkness. Diving after her was the last vague memory I had of that night. After that, the next thing I could remember was waking up behind the wheel of the crash car and finding the first pages of the manuscript. I couldn't find her in all that blackness. I must have thought she drowned.
Damn, then he just came out.
Jagger had Alice, and so she had me.
Alice!
Oh, you got sick? That sucks, man. I hope you got better.
I'd been easy prey.
Look at the cabin. Is there someone in the window?
Alice?
Maybe she didn't drown after all. Maybe she's inside.
Alice!
Yes.
The dark presence had touched me. She had dug her nails into my brain and used me, made me her puppet.
She must be here somewhere. Maybe upstairs in the study.
Alice!
Yes, that's where she is. You can apologize.
Alice!
You'll laugh at the whole thing together and put it behind you.
Alice?
She's not here. You were foolish to think so. No, she's
What the fuck are you? What's with this brainwashing tactic? What's with this? You keep changing the story.
You are guilty. All she wanted was to help you.
Damn. Gaslight queen.
Oh, hush. There's still hope. Cauldron Lake is a special place. Here, you have the power to change things. She wanted you to write. I will tell you what to do. You can write her back. The story will come true, and all will be well again.
She had Alice, and the manuscript was the ransom for her. Yes. All right. I'll fix it. I'll bring her back. No. I wrote it. I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful.
And there was Cynthia Weaver.
Saving Alice.
That's Jagger? Then who's Cynthia Weaver?
She put in my head, some part of me had been aware enough to write my escape into the story, to bring a light into the cabin to release me before I could finish. To interrupt the horror story before the ending, where darkness consumed everything and everyone. Zane was weak and far away, but I had written him into the story, and his light had been enough to set me free.
It isn't here now. I'm here because it was written. I brought the light to set you free. You must hurry. It will know I'm here. It will be back soon.
Why is he in a Big Daddy suit?
A long time ago. She looks so old.
I had woken up, confused and groggy, my mind consumed by darkness and fear. All I could do was to escape. The week spent in the cabin had taken its toll. I was barely conscious and fading fast. It had to have cost Zane terribly, thrown him even deeper into whatever dark place he now haunted. But he had managed to weaken the dark presence, kept me safe that night. I wrote it. It's my fault.
That's right, James Joyce. It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for
He
it.
keeps calling him different writer names. Damn, that cliffhanger. Just like a TV show. Okay.
There's an old town road with mystery of Tom
Oh.
Poet and his muse, and a
Nice song.
lake which gave a light to the words the poet used. Now the muse she was his happiness, and he
This was the beginning of up the next chapter and wrap it up.
I wrote a horror story that is coming true. Jagger had been my editor, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. Some part of me had been aware enough to
That's Barbara Jagger. Then who's the lady in the night? Who's Cynthia Weaver? I don't know.
It does something to the works of art created here. It makes them come true. My mom gave me this old light switch.
The clicker.
Alice is being kept in a
What?
dark prison. I need to find Cynthia Weaver to fix this.
It's your fault, and you're gonna pay for it.
The clicker. I think we have 2 episodes left.
From the neighboring counties. Naturally, we hope to break the record set by last year's Moose Fest in our neighboring town, Watery. Ladies and gentlemen, some people have asked me, what's the big deal about Deer Fest? And I think that this sums it up. It's about friendship and community. We've got a great party coming up. Let's try to hold it in until tomorrow and get through the night in one piece, all right?
Someone will come for it when the time is right. Thomas said so. He wrote it. The key is insurance. It's my job to keep it safe. Safe in the light. Always in the light. Hello.
All the manuscript pages were gone. The FBI agent had taken them.
I think my tongue just took a crap in my mouth. Ugh. Oh, wait, we're in jail now? Al. Al, this is not good.
That about sums it up.
Oh, I am never drinking again.
I need to talk to Weaver. She's the one in the song. The Lady of the Light.
What, the crazy lady? Ugh, whatever you say, Al, but we're stuck here. They're not gonna...
interviewed Wake.
I had some reading to do first, Sheriff, and let me tell you, it was an interesting read. Well, I've got you now, Raymond Chandler. It's all here. All the evidence, including conspiracy to murder a federal agent. There's no way you're walking out of here. You hear me in there, Bret Easton Ellis? Huh?
Agent Nightingale.
He's not even a famous writer. He just wrote American Psycho. That's it.
Look, that's not possible right now.
Agent Nightingale, I insist. Wake, what's wrong?
Lady, are you stupid? It's a trick. It's an obvious trick.
Okay, I've had enough of this crap. Wake, I'm gonna trust you with this.
You're joking.
Agent Nightingale, your opinion would matter more if you were sober and if I actually believed you were here on official business.
Whoa! Get back in the cell, Stephen King. The only way you're leaving this place is over my dead... Wait a minute. I know.
Okay. Bye-bye.
God!
Light. We need light. It's the only way to fight this thing.
In my office. I've got your things there. Follow me.
Okay. I think next stream we're gonna finish the base game. It's because there's 2 chapters left. We should be able to do the two chapters in like 3 or 4 hours. And there are DLCs too. I think if we go to episodes, actually maybe we shouldn't do that. Extras. No, I forget how you do the DLCs. There are DLCs and I think that those are gonna take a stream. Probably 2 streams and we'll finish Alan Wake. And then there's Control, which is the other game the developers made. Then we'll do Alan Wake 2. I can't fucking wait until we get to Alan Wake 2. This is our prep work for Alan Wake 2. I want to play Alan Wake 2. That's I hope it wins Game of the Year, just because it would be the weirdest one. Baldur's Gate 3 is probably gonna win. I think Baldur's Gate 3 is gonna win Game of the Year. I think that one's gonna win Game of the Year. Anyway, let me cut. Okay, thanks for watching. Oh man, this was a long stream. This took a while. There were 3 viewers throughout that whole thing? There were 3 viewers? Wow. Oh, I thought no one. So the whole time I was playing, I didn't look at the stream info. Because I had the OBS up. I didn't think even anyone was watching except for Rax. Anyway, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming. Bye bye. We will finish Alan Wake maybe tomorrow. Actually, maybe I think I might be able to stream tomorrow again. My stream schedule is very random, but it will usually be like Eastern time evening is when I stream usually. Anyway, bye bye.